Introducing the all-new Italiano range of pizza. Pizza Ultimo. Pizza Hut.
A very good afternoon to you. Welcome to yet another edition of Lunchtime News here on MTV Sports with News First. I'm Shahan Jarampati. Let's start off with a look at your headlines. Death sentence handed down on the chairman of the Mavanala Pradesh Sabha. Paddy farmers inconvenienced due to the lack of fertilizer in the Yala season. US said to deploy Patriot missiles and F-16 fighter jets to Syria's neighbor, Jordan. Now for those stories in detail. Chairman of the Mavanala Pradesh Sabha, K.G. Piyatisa, was sentenced to death by the Kegol Provincial High Court today. The case was taken up before Kegol Provincial High Court Judge Menaka Vijay Sundara. The indictments were filed against the chairman over the alleged murder of an individual in the Nadania area on the 12th of February 2003 or on a day close to it. A student of the law faculty of the Colombo University who was receiving treatment at the National Hospital in Colombo passed away today. The Deputy Director of the National Hospital, Dr. Cyril De Silva, said the student who had been admitted due to internal bleeding had also contracted the dengue virus.
According to Dr. Cyril De Silva, the deceased has been identified as 21-year-old SP Nisansala. She was admitted to the accident ward of the National Hospital, and it was later revealed that she was suffering from internal bleeding in her head. The student was later transferred to the intensive care unit. The Deputy Director of the National Hospital added that the victim had been receiving treatment for dengue as well. He said that the cause of death remains unclear and that a post-mortem examination would be conducted to ascertain the cause of death.
Meanwhile, the chief shaman or Kapu Mahatya of the Ishvara Devalaya of the Valli Guhavarajama Viharaya in Sella Kataragama has been murdered. The police media unit said that the body was discovered following a complaint lodged by the victim's son at around 7 this morning. The body was discovered in a shrubbery area behind the temple. The police noted that the victim had been murdered with the use of a sharp weapon. The victim was 70 years old at the time of his demise. The Lunugambhera police destroyed 2 cannabis plantations located in the Dangasara area in the Lunugambhera National Reserve. The plantation was located on the banks of the Kirindi Oya. The officers of the Lunugambhera police, including the OIC in the Gagamage, had to cross the Kirindi Oya by boat to reach the cannabis plantations. Individuals were engaging in plantation activities when the police officers reached the location. One person was arrested and the suspect will be produced before the Tissamaharama court. Nearly 15,000 bushels cultivated over 7 acres were destroyed in the raids. Still in local news, the University Grants Commission says it is hopeful of laying out plans to give opportunities to students who pass the GCE advanced level examination but did not obtain university entrance. The UGC said that students who pass the GCE A-level examination will be given scholarships or loans to enter the engineering or medical faculties that will be specially established for this purpose. Chairman of the University Grants Commission, Shanika Hirumburegama, said that the standard of these faculties will be maintained in spite of the enrollment of new students to the university. An earth slip occurred in close proximity to a building belonging to the Central Province Road Development Authority. According to our correspondent in the area, the building did not sustain any damages. The earth slip occurred at around 7:05 a.m. in close proximity to the building located down Ahalepola Kumari Hami Mawata in Bogambara Kandy. Our correspondent noted that the column of earth was about 75 feet in height. A safety railing had been built in the area as there was a risk of landslides, and this railing too was damaged following today's earth slip. Well, making headlines this afternoon, paddy cultivations in a number of areas have been affected due to the lack of fertilizer during the Yala season. According to farmers, the lack of fertilizer has destroyed their crops. The Gal Amuna farmer settlement in the Polonnaruwa district is yet to receive the first round of fertilizer for the Yala season. The farmers note that the fertilizer should be applied to the paddy lands within a period of 10 to 14 days after cultivation. They charge that if the paddy land is not fertilized at the correct time, the cultivations face the risk of being destroyed. Farmers in the Digavapia area in Ampara also charge that they are yet to receive fertilizer for their farmlands. They charge that nearly 2,000 acres of farmland have been destroyed as a result of this. The farmers of Digavapia engaged in a protest recently, calling on officials to provide fertilizer to them promptly. The farmers said that they have already paid money for their fertilizer, adding that it has been 45 to 60 days since they cultivated their lands. Still in local news, a stock of illegally imported cigarettes was taken into custody by the Customs Department at the Bandaranaike International Airport today. The stock of cigarettes had been imported from Maldives. Customs Director and spokesman Leslie Garmini noted that the stock of cigarettes was worth nearly 600,000 rupees. 23,000 cigarettes which were packed in travelling bags have been taken into custody. Two individuals who were arrested with the stock of cigarettes were fined 10,000 rupees each. According to the Customs Department, the arrested individuals are residents of Gampaha and Kandana. Meanwhile, a stock of teak which was felled from the Habarana Forest Reserve has been taken into police custody while being transported. The police said that an individual transporting the timber has also been arrested. The police has seized 9 bags of teak from the Galoya area in Habarana. According to the police, the suspect who was arrested is an individual involved in the timber trade in the Habarana town. The police added that the suspect will be produced in court today. Finally, French ambassador to Sri Lanka, Christine Robichon, engaged in a tour of the Kalmune area in Ampara yesterday.
The French ambassador arrived at the Juma Muslim Mosque in Kalmune yesterday. The ambassador stated that she would be looking into the needs of all mosques in the region. Christine Robichon had reiterated France's commitment towards ensuring unity within Sri Lanka.
The Delhi police today named underworld Don Dawood Ibrahim and his aide Shota Shakil as co-accused in the Indian Premier League spot fixing case and invoked provisions of the stringent Maharashtra Control of Organised Crime Act or MCOCA against their syndicate. The Delhi police today also told the trial court that Dawood syndicate controls gambling in India through channels and also fixes the rates of gambling. Provisions of MCOCA have also been invoked against Test cricketer Shantakumaran Srisant and 26 others arrested in the IPL spot-fixing case by the Delhi police, which told the trial court today that there is now evidence to prove the involvement of organised crime syndicates. Srisant and other accused will stay in jail till the 18th of June. They have put in a fresh application for bail since their plea was considered infructuous by the court. The court is, however, yet to decide on whether to charge them under MCOCA and begin trial. If they are charged under the stringent law, getting bail will become even more difficult. Meanwhile, former Bangladesh cricket captain Mohammad Ashraful yesterday admitted match fixing and apologized for the latest damaging scandal to hit the sport. His apology came shortly after the Bangladesh Cricket Board President Nazmul Hassan announced the right-handed batsman had been suspended pending the full report of an investigation by the International Cricket Council. The alleged fixing involves a match between the Dhaka Gladiators and the Chittagong Kings teams during the second edition of the BPL. Local media have reported that 28-year-old Gladiator star Ashraful was allegedly paid about 1 million taka to lose the February 2nd match. The ICC will also investigate 3 international matches involving Bangladesh after Mohammad Ashraful reportedly told Anti-Corruption and Security Unit investigators of his involvement in corrupt practices during these games. Bangladesh Cricket Board Chief Nazmul Hassan said that the ICC will investigate on its own with no involvement of the BCB. Now on to tennis news. Roger Federer lost in the quarter-finals of the French Open yesterday, falling to Jo-Wilfried Tsonga of France 7-5, 6-3, 6-3. The 17-time Grand Slam champion was eliminated before the semi-finals for the second time in past 3 major events, but only the 5th time in the past 9 years at a Grand Slam tournament. Tsonga was responsible for 2 of the losses. He also beat Federer in the quarter-finals at Wimbledon in 2011. With yesterday's win, Tsonga earned his first berth in the Roland Garros semi-finals as he tries to become the first Frenchman to win the tournament since Yannick Noah in 1983. His last 4 opponent will be 4th-seeded David Ferrer, as the Spaniard easily beat his compatriot Tommy Robredo 6-2, 6-1, 6-1 to reach the semi-finals without dropping a set. And that brings an end to today's edition of Lunchtime News. Thank you very much for watching. For News First, I'm Shanjurang Pati. Goodbye and take care.